Nobody wins when the family feels.
Street shit, yeah, get weak. Your own partner try to kill you and ask for forgiveness. Like, Lord, why I keep sinning? And then you forgive me. Hey, like, Lord, am I tripping? You don't play my cards, you like Uno. And you know we bang for blow, we play for keys, so nigga, you know. Leaving red, you like a stop sign. How I hop out, I just stop. And if you think about turning on me, but I turn your ass clockwise.
When someone drove by and started shooting, the 3 victims ran inside the station. The shooter followed them and killed them inside the station.
Man, I want to hug my fucking son. I want to talk to him. I want to talk to him. They fucking took him, man. They took him. 3 candles, the 3 lives was taken. Rondo 6, Talk 1, and the customer, the innocent bystander. And to the innocent bystander family, man, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You can't stop a war you can't control. And when bodies drop, we already know. All that peace treaty go out the window. Cause all it takes is for one person to want get back. Everybody don't get arrested when they drop a body. When the streets know, you might get back for the moment. But then you're gonna end up saying rest in peace again to another person you love. Cause this is a forever ending cycle. And this how generations of beefing, of watching over your shoulders, start before people even born. This is real life. Fam, this is not the way, man. Cause now we making another video talking about another mother who lost her kid. 3 of them, by the way. Another father who cried on social media. And you gotta feel his pain, which we'll later check out. And a man who arrested, who already on bond for letting a 15-year-old high school girl play with his AK. And she ended up getting shot and losing her life. These people don't care about their own life. So what makes you think they gonna care about yours? It's best to not even be around them. But then we rapping. We talking about one of the victims who actually shot a music video at the very same gas station he lost his life. And both people who made that song were cousins. And they both lost their life months apart, which we'll later discuss. In this video, we talk about a young man who was chased and gunned down at a local gas station, broad daylight. 3 people lost their life. 2 was the intended target and 1 was an innocent bystander. Today we pay our respects while going over this story. We see what's public and we also hear from some family and friends via social media. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Back in February of 2022, a 15-year-old high school freshman from Birmingham, Alabama, who was identified as Janiya Simmons, had lost her life. May she rest in peace. A love of condolences to her family. It was a Monday night when the shooting happened. Bessemer police said it appears that Simmons was involved in quote-unquote gunplay between friends, end quote, when she was shot in the chest with an AK-47 style rifle. BPD said the 18-year-old at the time, Raukeem Cunningham, was facing manslaughter charges. Until this day, 2 years later, in 2024, he was expected to see trial in December. Now, Janiya's mother had issued a statement as she was grieving that I wanted to share with you guys. She quoted, "Her daughter loves to do hair, cook, and was big on fashion. She was full of love and joy, had an outgoing personality, and would truly be missed." The mother name was Miss Robinson. Once again, may Janiya rest in peace. A love of condolences to her family.
And the school is absolutely devastated over the loss of 15-year-old Janiya Simmons. She's the second Winona High School student killed in just a few weeks. The other student was 16-year-old Yasmin Wright. Dr. Willie Goldsmith, principal at Winona High School, says Janiya Simmons was an honor student who was in the gifted program. Just 6 months into her high school journey, he describes the freshman as a little girl. According to Bessemer police, last night around 8:45, Simmons and her 18-year-old friend, Raukeem Cunningham, were playing around with an AK-47 style rifle when she was shot in the chest at a home in Bessemer. Police say the suspect knew the gun was loaded. Cunningham is charged with manslaughter and will be held at the Jefferson County Jail. Dr. Goldsmith says losing 2 students just a few weeks apart is heartbreaking.
It's devastating. Again, it hurts. But however, you know, what I worry about more than anything is that in talking to the kids, our kids are losing their childhood. They're desensitized to it. It's happened so much that they become numb to it, which is another problem.
And a State of the Community event will be held this Saturday morning at 10 o'clock at Parker High School to discuss gun solutions. Live in Birmingham, Bria Douglas, WVTM 13.
Now, fam, I want you guys to remember Cunningham, who was 18 years old in 2022, as he played a huge part in this story in 2024. Now, fast forward to 2024, exactly 2 years later in February, in another situation that has nothing to do with Janiya Simmons, a young man was gunned down in front of his home. The victim repped the area called Burstall in Alabama. He was also an aspiring rapper, Draco 6. His real name was Kirby Tate Jr., only 19 years old when he lost his life back in February of 2024. It was a Saturday. The exact date, February 5th, 2024. Police were investigating a deadly shooting in the Bessemer neighborhood. Officers were called at around 1 p.m. broad daylight on a report of a person shot in the 300 block on Norwood Avenue. This was allegedly Kirby home. As mentioned, he was only 19 years old. When police had arrived, they found him outside his home and he was pronounced deceased at the scene. May he rest in peace. A love of condolences to his family.
Right now, we begin with that breaking news. Police are investigating after a man was found dead in Bessemer this afternoon. WVTM 13's Aaron Llewellyn brings us up to date with what we know so far.
Yeah, Gladys, one man is dead tonight after a shooting here in Bessemer. Now, police are being pretty tight-lipped, so we only have limited details, but this is what we know so far. It happened around 1 p.m. on Norwood Avenue between Martin and Center Street. That's near Carver Park. Police got to the scene here and they found one male who was shot, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, there are no details of what led up to the shooting. Now, we've seen some people walking around in the area asking questions, trying to figure out what happened here today. And we've also seen some police still patrolling the area. But I also talked to a neighbor who's lived in the area for nearly 20 years. And he says things are usually pretty quiet other than gunshots. He tells me there's a shooting every Saturday for the past year. And the neighborhood is changing with younger residents moving in. It's the worst it's ever been. Well, the victim in the shooting has not been identified yet. Now, police are still investigating and no one has been arrested in connection to this shooting, but we will continue to keep you updated on air and online as soon as we get that information. But for now, we're in Bessemer. Aaron Llewellyn, WVTM 13.
You see this young man rocking Draco Rest in Peace shirt? That's his cousin. He go by Burstall Baby Rondo. He's also an aspiring rapper with the rap stage name Rondo 6. Him and his cousin shot a music video at a local gas station titled Going Stupid, but they could be heard rapping, dissing the dead and showing firearms. But only 5 months later, on the last day of August, it was reports that Rondo 6, real name Ronald Dixon Jr., was one of 3 men shot to death at the same Bessemer gas station. Him and his cousin shot a music video only a year prior. Multiple suspects are sought for, but one was recently arrested. Guess who, fam? Cunningham, the same man that's on probation for letting his 8K be in the hands of a 15-year-old girl when he was just 18, where it accidentally goes off and she loses her life. Now, he's arrested for capital M. The shooting happened shortly after 10:30 p.m. at the Citgo on 204th Avenue. All 3 victims were pronounced deceased on the scene. Now, police identified the 3 victims as Christopher Edens, 25 years old, Ronald Dixon Jr., 20 years old, and Wesley Flower, who was 40 years old. May all 3 rest in peace and love and condolences to you guys' families. Now, Wesley, the 40-year-old, he just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. The intended target was Christopher Edens and Ronald Dixon Jr., both close associates. They went to the local corner store, which was the gas station, together. According to detectives, they wasn't there for long when someone inside a vehicle opened fire on them, got out the car, chased them down, and gunned them down inside the store as they stood over them.
An arrest in a triple homicide at a Bessemer gas station. Thanks so much for joining us here at 5. I'm Jarvis Robertson.
I'm Sherry Falk. Police say Raukeem Cunningham is in the Jefferson County Jail charged with capital murder. WVTM 13 Zoe Blair joins us live from Bessemer tonight. Zoe, police say that they're still looking for more people in this case.
That's right, guys. The Bessemer Police Department says they're still looking for several more people of interest in this case. The shooting happened late Friday night at the Citgo off of 4th Avenue in Bessemer. Police say this was a targeted shooting. Bob Kopis with Crime Stoppers of Metro Alabama says they're seeing an increase in targeted shootings in the area.
It's really a problem because you pull into a gas station. Now, right now we're sitting on a nice quiet street having a conversation. You don't realize the two guys are following each other, trying to get each other.
Police say the incident started outside the gas station when someone drove by and started shooting. The three victims ran inside the station. The shooter followed them and killed them inside the station. Kopis says targeted shootings like this one are especially dangerous for bystanders.
They whip into the parking lot where you are. They start firing off rounds, and next thing you know, somebody had nothing to do with this has been killed.
He says gas stations have become hot spots for targeted shootings.
You know, we call them convenience stores. It's very convenient. They're all over the place, and it's a very good place to look out or to meet up.
Kopis says to make sure you're aware of your surroundings at a gas station to try and stay away from dangerous situations. According to court records, Raukeem Cunningham has a trial date set in December for a reckless manslaughter charge involving the death of a child. That charge is not related to this weekend's shooting. If you have any information on this homicide, contact the Bessemer Police Department or Crime Stoppers of Metro Alabama. Live in Bessemer, Zoe Blair, WVTM 13.
Now, Ronald Dixon Jr., aka Rondo, mother and father have went to social media to voice their concerns. Please, please, please hug your babies, please. They just took my fat daddy / my Demetrius from me. My baby was just with me. I'm so happy I told him I love him every day, like I do all my kids. Birthday, baby Rondo, come on, stop playing. You said you would go to church with me Sunday. My heart has been ripped out my chest. Now his dad went to social media as well, and he went live and burned 3 candles for the fallen victims. Check out about 3 minutes.
They took him, bro. They took him. I'm not gonna be okay, bro. I'm not gonna be okay, man. I tried to sleep, man. It ain't even fucking work.
I still ain't been asleep.
It's too crazy, man.
This shit's so fucking so many fucking ways.
This is a different type of hurt, bro. This is a fucking different type of hurt, man. This hurt is way different, bro. They took my fucking baby, bro. I'm not gonna be alright. I know I ain't. I'm trying to be. But I can't, man. I can't. Man, this shit's so fucking crazy, bro. That's some bullshit. I don't even know what to do, man. I'm just lost. Yeah, I'm lost, man. Been crying all night, bro. I can't stop crying, man. I can't stop crying, bro. I can't. I been trying to stop crying, man, but this shit just keep playing in my head, man. And it's fucking with me. It's fucking with me. Man, I don't want no parent to go through this, man. Period, man. I don't want no parent to go through this. I don't. This shit crazy, bruh. Three candles, the 3 lives was taken. Rondo 6, Talk 1, and the customer, the innocent bystander. And to the innocent bystander family, man, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now, the true motive has not been released, but rest assured, as we just mentioned, with one body drop, that's all it takes for a continued war. Everybody don't forgive. Everybody don't forget. And we don't know exactly what they did, but what we do know is Rondo and everybody he's associating with have a huge target on their back. Fam, this was the story of an inspiring rapper from Alabama who was gunned down alongside his friend after they was chased and shot at until they were shot inside a local gas station, which happens to be the same gas station he shot with his deceased cousin, who lost his life just 5 months prior to him at the same gas station. Y'all let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Once again, rest in peace to every victim that we talked about, and love and condolences to you guys' family. Talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.